sure I'm live here. Okay, we live. We hot. The mics are hot. Okay. Share my page. All right, guys. So you can share, Ruck, if you want to.
On your page or don't shoot the messenger page?
It's on. It's actually on both.
It's not on both.
I just shared it on my page. You see it, Ruck?
I was gonna try to do that stuttering thing, but
All right, it's all good. You ready?
you
You good, Chris?
No.
Oh, okay.
Let me see.
All right. Well, I'm live. Don't say nothing crazy.
Oh yeah, I
Crazy.
see the cup. We good?
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Marble.
Welcome to another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger podcast. I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy Chris G.
And it's your boy, the Ruck Report. Cheers.
Today we got a special guest, New Haven's own producer, director, creator of the Mike Nice Show. That's on CTV. How you doing, sir?
Good, thank you for having me.
How you
Give him a
doing?
round of
I'm
applause.
excited.
Yeah, man. Let's go. There we go. There we go.
Thank you.
Doing what he
Let me
doing.
let me give you just some accolades of who this guy interviewed. You know, slight work. You know what I'm saying? He's been doing this over a decade. You know, definitely one of the people when I started, I definitely turned to. You know, and when he's on the show, he got the shirts on, he casket sharp, he's sharp. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna point out a few people that he interviewed. Russell Simmons,
Wow.
Stephen A,
Mm-hmm.
Lyndon McMahon, Dr. Maya Angelou. Give my man a round of applause.
Yeah,
Give my man a round of applause.
Definitely gotta do
Give
that.
my man a round of
Good
applause.
Diane Sawyer credentials right
Yes.
there.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yes. That's big baller style. So how you doing today, sir?
Great, great. After this, I'm about to go play some basketball if it's warm enough. But
Okay.
I've been doing great.
Fix your mic for you. There you go. Okay, you good. All right, all right. So, Mike Nice, he's definitely a high alumni. He was a freshman when I was a senior.
Senior, right?
Yeah.
So we didn't really talk that much, but like I have a feeling at the end of this program we're gonna understand
Yeah.
each other a little bit better.
But you know what? I felt good because when I came in, I was looking like a grown ass man. When Mike came in, I said, "Good, I got somebody to pass the torch to." You know what I'm saying?
Quet did look like Quet pretty much looked like how he look now, other
Yes.
than the gray, since we was in sixth grade. So
No, you look the same. You look the same.
Thank you, thank you.
Quet,
Sixth
Quet
grade.
looked old. Quet looked like he could apply for his AARP card.
You know what, Chris?
You know, middle
Yeah.
school.
You know what, Chris?
But I love him though. I love him dearly.
You know what I mean?
He's a dear friend. Okay.
I was very mature
Yeah.
at a young age. So Mike, he hit me up a while back, and he said, "I want to come on your show and talk about LeBron James and Michael Jordan." I mean, the debate has already been out there
Ooh.
for so many years.
Yes.
He talking
You
about
know.
your godson?
Yeah, you know, he was talking about my guy. So hold on, let me cut you up, bro. Let me cut you up.
Hold on. I just got before we get into it. Tom with the shit already. Yo, I love Tom, yo.
What Tom said?
Tom-
with the shit
Tom be on it.
already.
Shouts out to my guy,
Shout
brother
out to
Tom.
Tom.
Tom
what up?
keeping it
I
gully.
love Tom, man.
Tom keeping it gully, man. Tom don't hold back. Tom gonna say what he want to say, and he don't care about what if you don't like him or not, man. That's why Tom, my boy, Tom always showing us love. Tom always supporting. So
For real.
his shows is funny.
Mad love.
Tom shows is funny. Speaking of Tom, if you look to the right of Chris, we were inspired. Tom. You see what we do there, Tom?
Yeah. Do it,
see what
do
we
it
do
again. Do it again.
Oh man, it tastes so good.
You like that?
That mug.
Oh, you like that?
That Don't Shoot the Messenger mug that's gonna be coming to a Don't Shoot the Messenger store near you.
There we go. Little plug.
Little plug. Oh,
Little
wait a
something
minute.
like-
I got a pen too.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh,
Ooh.
man.
you gotta write something
It's
down.
hurting. I got the laptop. I don't need to write that down. But
There we go.
Yo, you
There we
need
go.
something to write it on?
oh, wait a minute.
Oh, wait.
Oh, come through with the assist.
Throw
I
it
have to
on
write
the
it on the Don't Shoot the Messenger sticky pads.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, we made you.
Listen,
we made you. You got
Yeah,
a
we doing some
refrigerator?
things. We doing
Show
some
them
things.
magnets.
You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
If I had a mouse, I can show my lovely
You can
mouse
show the
pad.
lovely
Oh.
mouse pad.
Get some of that.
Get some.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Come
Oh.
get some.
Oh, listen.
We working, people.
So not
Right,
only are
Tommy,
we
coffee do just taste better than Don't Shoot the Messenger.
Yes, it do.
You are correct.
the top is so much better than the bottom, so much better. So so Mike came on again. Being that he's representing New Haven, being that he got a show, he's positive. I said, sure, you can come on. Of course you can. And, so he said, let's go, let's do this. So he had a little bet, all right? But
Uh-oh.
I'm going to negate the bet because I'm already going to win.
Smart man.
He was saying
Smart
that
man.
Whoever wins, the loser got to wear a tutu.
On their show.
He had a tutu in his
Wow.
closet. He had a tutu in the closet, so he already knew.
I was gonna purchase your size, like I was gonna pay for it, like I was that confident, and I'm still that confident. So
He ain't ready. He ain't ready.
So it's whatever.
I should make him buy a pair of LeBrons after this, which he
I,
will.
I wouldn't mind that either.
That's dope.
I wouldn't mind that.
That's dope, man. That's dope. But yeah, we definitely proud of you, sir. I'm
Thank you.
definitely proud of
Thank you.
What you doing.
Right back at you guys. Right back.
Always. You know what I mean?
Appreciate
So
it,
for
appreciate
somebody to say, yo, let me come on your show, that means that they watching. We definitely appreciate it, man. And we just like
Sounds
the energy.
crazy.
What Tom say, man? Because I can't really see up here. I don't know
Nah,
what
Tom the man, yo.
Tom is on one, man. That's what's up, man.
Tom said, let's get this hip hop party started. Let's go, Tom. Let's go, Tom.
Yo, Tom. Shout out to Tom, yo. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me see. Okay, I just got to turn my headphones down. There we go. All right, so I'm just going to jump into it, Mike. I'm just going to jump into it.
Go ahead.
I'm just going to jump into it. You know what? I even got you some intro music.
Oh, I thought you bought him a suit.
Nah. I even got you some intro music.
Yo, dude. He really.
There we go.
One of the best intros of sports history. Man.
It is.
One of the best.
But my godson don't need no introduction. You know why he don't need no introduction? Because
Why?
everybody know that he's
LeBron James.
LeBron James.
I hope
That's
he
all
kept-
we need.
I hope he kept the receipts from the suits. Right? That's what he do need to have.
In the locker room.
Yeah.
Because that's not a write-off.
Give me that suit back.
He looking like Frank Lucas. Remember when he had burned the damn Packer? He said, I told you don't be wearing this shit. He took all his suits, he threw it in the fire. Yo, I got some mad,
See
yo.
Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah said, "Yo, where my suit?" He's like, "I got fitted for one. Where mine at?"
They didn't have one at Baby Gap. They didn't have one for you.
Oh,
Sorry.
Too soon.
Sorry. No, it ain't.
Too soon.
No, it ain't. Ain't listen, it ain't no hate.
Hate.
It ain't no hate.
Hate.
Because when Paul George going to LA, he going to be out again.
Chill, yo.
He going to be out
He's
again.
just not gonna be in LA next year. That's
Oh,
just not-
you ain't met playoff P yet, huh?
Listen, man, we're going to play OP.
Yo,
You ain't
that's what they
met
call him
playoff
now.
P.
That's what they call. I'm gonna let Russ take this one back.
Listen, man. Listen. Speaking of playoffs,
You know what I think of playoff?
I don't even know.
I think of the Gatorade commercial. Ball game. Air ball. Break. That's what I think of playoff P.
pleasure.
I like Paul George. but
Yeah. I mean, we
Oh,
know.
man.
We know. So, Mike, I'm gonna give you the floor.
All right, good, cool. So let me just start
Oh,
off.
he was ready.
Yes.
He was ready.
Let me start off by just saying this. I think that LeBron James is the greatest high school basketball player mankind has ever seen.
Whenever you hear somebody give you props, you know that.
I think that
Yeah,
I don't think we're ever gonna see a high school basketball player with his athleticism, with his explosiveness, his skill for the game.
Peep that, right?
The fact that his games were nationally televised on a consistent basis, and he didn't let the camera, the light, the limelight distract him or deteriorate his game, is incredible, right? So I think that aspect. I would actually go as far as to say he's the second best number one draft pick in NBA history, right second best first draft pick, right after Kareem. But people will say,
there we go.
So I'll give him that. And one more thing,
Don't try backpack.
no,
don't
before
try to backtrack now.
I'm not. Before I jump on the Jordan Express, I will also say this: that LeBron James, along with Floyd Mayweather, Serena Williams, have upheld and surpassed any expectation for their long career.
Okay.
More than even Jordan. I would say like they have upheld, and they're still upheld that. So I give them that. Now that being said, I still don't think LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan in a one-on-one or a basketball player. And this is my first argument. I want to talk about the teammates they had, right? I want to talk about the teammates they had and how much effect they had on helping LeBron James and Michael Jordan win a championship. I want to start with LeBron James first. Everybody who I'm going to name was LeBron James' teammate and are all Hall of Fame players. I'm about to name them. Here we go.
Except for Ray Allen. That's it. That's right.
Yep. So the infamous Dwayne Wade, Ray Allen. Yeah, but I'm saying, all right, so let me backtrack. Everybody who I'm going to name are going to be future Hall of Famers or already Hall of Famers.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So we got the infamous Dwayne Wade. We got Ray Allen.
Let me stop you right there. Ray Allen wasn't.
Speaking to the mic, Chris.
I'm sorry. You're saying
I'm saying
he's going to be a Hall of Famer,
right.
But he wasn't a Hall of Famer talent when he was playing with LeBron.
No, but I know. But I'm just saying that my argument was everybody who I'm about to name are all gonna be Hall of Fame players or Hall of Fame players now who played with LeBron. Okay. I don't care if they're right. Okay. So we got Ray Allen, we got Dwayne Wade, we got Kyrie Irving, we got Kevin Love, and we got Shaquille O'Neal, and we got Chris Bosh. Oh. All 6 of them. Hold on. First one, Shaquille, and I just wanted to clarify before so I had Shaq, Ray Allen, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, and Dwayne Wade. Is that 6? Because I think it's 6. Should be 6.
D-Wade.
Right? Okay. So, now, I will grant it. After Shaquille O'Neal did not help LeBron get a championship, and when he played with LeBron James, it was at the end of his career. I get that. I totally get that. But, God forbid, if they would have won that year, it would have been a different story, though. It would. So, that's why I'm saying that these players all are Hall of Fame players, and they helped LeBron James significantly win the championship, but Shaquille O'Neal. Everybody else has helped LeBron James. You got Ray Allen with that 3 in Game 6 that pushed him to Game 7. You got Kyrie shooting that 3 in Golden State. Dwayne Wade was his partner in crime. Whatever he needed him to do, he'll do, right? So those are Hall of Fame players that played with LeBron James. Now let's move over to Michael Jordan. Hall of Fame players that played with Michael Jordan. Let me go. Scottie Pippen. Dennis Rodman. That's it.
Tony Kukoc.
Nope. I said
no.
I said
he's
Hall
not
of
a
Fame,
Hall of Fame in
but
the
that's
NBA.
my argument.
He's not a Hall of Fame,
but my argument is
still
for
holding him down. Go ahead.
But my argument is literally Hall of Fame players that played with these 2 great players that helped them win a championship consistently.
Okay.
So sure I did. So I got my so
go ahead.
Michael Jordan literally had 2 Hall of Fame players play with him throughout his whole career, and Dennis Rodman came at the end of his career when he won the second three-peat.
You know how you about to have like a freestyle battle and you look at somebody?
If you step back and look at the 2 players and actually who they actually had with them,
I don't think we gotta say nothing today.
If you step back and look at who they actually had with them to help them to win the championship and who did more with what, Michael Jordan did more with his teammates, his Hall of Fame teammates than LeBron. LeBron won 3 and he's still going. Don't get me wrong, but he had 6. Michael Jordan had 2. Go ahead.
Too easy.
Floor is yours.
You done?
I'm done.
You sure?
Yep.
You sure?
I'm done.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Are you done?
Okay.
Are you done?
That's cute, Mike. That's cute, right? Again, you're on Don't Shoot the Messenger. Okay, so that means you won't be shot, but you about to get bodied. So check this out, right? So yeah, you say that he only had 2 Hall of Famers, right?
Yeah, Hall of Fame players, correct.
LeBron James had this.
James had 6.
Okay. Allegedly. Okay.
No. Well,
Allegedly.
The only one that's probably questionable in that is Chris Bosh. And I think he's probably going to. Right. Thank you. Right. That's what I'm saying. So.
Also, again, when you talking about Ray Allen was at the end of his career. Okay. You said Shaq. That's cute. Okay. Kyrie.
But Ray Allen didn't help him win that Game 6. If it wasn't for Ray Allen, LeBron would have 2 right now. Okay. And that's a fact.
Listen, basketball's a team sport.
Right.
Just like Jordan needed everybody needs Jordan.
Correct.
It's a team sport. He's supposed to. It's not tennis. Okay.
Right.
This is basketball.
Right.
So just like your boy Steve Kerr, he hit some shots.
Oh, absolutely. No, I'm not denying that. My whole argument was out of the Michael Jordan, LeBron, who actually had the upper hand when it came to Hall of Fame teammates.
Okay.
That's my thing. Michael Jordan had a great support cast. Don't get me wrong. But as far as Hall of Fame players that actually played with him, that was my argument. But
anyway,
go ahead.
What people also fail to forget is that he had one of the most legendary coaches of all time.
Cool.
Okay. Name one legendary coach that LeBron Aloquacious James had.
None.
Huh?
None.
Okay, thank you. Also, you got to understand and listen.
Wait. We can name one legendary coach that he had.
Oh,
LeBron James.
There we go. That's it. Also, what you're doing is you're really, kind of taking away from what Scottie Pippen was and is, and what he became. No. Now let's look at facts. before Scottie Pippen came to the Chicago Bulls, what was Michael Jordan's playoff record?
He was getting kicked out. What, the first, second round from
No,
the
not second.
first round? Okay,
Okay.
first round from the Detroit Pistons. Got it.
When
This is you're. I just want to say you're back.
Boston Celtics.
Oh, Boston too. Yeah, of course.
Matter of fact, if I'm not
Atlanta
mistaken,
once.
if I'm not mistaken, they didn't win a game.
Absolutely.
There we go.
Probably
He
not.
got
no, he did.
No, he did get swept. Like the first
Yes.
couple of years, he got swept.
First couple.
No, just before Scott.
No, I think
before Scotty.
Okay.
Also, what you fail to realize
you're
is
leading
that,
up to my point too. But go ahead.
also what you fail to realize is that without Michael Jordan, did the Bulls make the Eastern Conference Finals?
without LeBron James, I never even knew there was a Cleveland Cavaliers. And I'm talking about even in high school. I thought it was
Checkmate.
like 28, 2017.
Checkmate. You made my point.
No,
Anyway,
checkmate, you made my point because you're
like I
talking
was
about
saying-
Scottie Pippen, how valuable he was, and that's exactly my point. He only had two valuable teammates throughout his whole career. Hall of Fame.
but again,
So,
the
that-
point that you're missing, the point that you're missing is that without Scotty, we just know Michael Jordan as Mike Jordan. You know what I'm saying? So it takes what I'm saying to you is you still need help. And that's the one thing that everybody always said about LeBron, but he had this, he had that. Everybody still needs help. Also, when you look at LeBron Jordan's numbers in the playoffs, LeBron James' numbers in the playoffs don't fall off. How many times has he been exited out of the first round?
none.
Okay.
Except I think his first couple of years when he went to the playoffs, I don't know, but maybe none. You're right.
No, he hasn't.
Right.
Never.
Right.
How many teams has he took to the NBA
I
Finals?
thought you were about to say how many teams he played for. I was going to say 5, but how many? Go ahead.
How many teams have you took to the finals?
What, 3? Right. Cleveland, then Heat, and then Cleveland again.
Okay.
Okay.
With that type of talent,
I would say 2.
technically.
No, I would say 3
two,
because
but,
07 Cleveland was different from Cleveland now.
True,
so
but
I would
it's
say
still
3.
Cleveland.
Still Cleveland.
Still Cleveland.
You know what I mean? Now listen.
Give you credit.
Now listen. I'm not diminishing anything that Michael Jordan is doing.
Same here with LeBron.
I'm not diminishing, but what I won't let you come up here is talk about what LeBron James ain't doing. And the boy's playing out of his mind.
He is playing out his mind,
When you
but I'm
talking
saying
about-
he had, throughout his career, he has had more Hall of Fame teammates that help him win the championship. Because you're talking about without Scottie, it would be no Jordan. You said without Scottie, it would be no Jordan. LeBron won his first championship with who behind his side? His best friend, Dwayne Wade.
Ding.
So if you're going to say about Scottie, then you're going to say, well, without Dwayne Wade, because Dwayne Wade, everybody knows, won the ring before LeBron James.
Yeah, that's cool.
I want to put that out.
Yeah,
I just
he
want to
did.
put that out there.
He did.
Okay, thank you.
But
So
again-
I just want to say, if you want to make that argument about Scottie Pippen without Scottie, no MJ, it would be no LeBron without Dwayne Wade because he won his first 2 rings with Dwayne Wade.
Now, are you
and
only
the second one with Ray Allen
now are you
And
only
Chris Bosh.
considering
Right.
now
and Kevin Love.
Now-
That's
now
why I
again-
say he has 6 Hall of Fame
So-
overall.
so you telling me that
I'm just saying, if you look at the teammates they had, who did more with what? You're thinking somebody like LeBron who had 6 Hall of Fame players or 5 would come up with
they
more
weren't
rings.
on the same team though.
Wait,
Like
what?
they weren't all on the same team at once though.
I'm not worried about that. I'm just saying.
LeBron still is
I'm
like
saying over his
he's
15
still-
career, over his 15 years in the league, he has played
Yo,
with 6
Burns, don't play with my
NBA
emotion.
Hall of Fame players, and I'm saying. A regular fan, someone like me will step back and look. Well,
Hold
I would
on,
think
hold
he'll
on.
do
Let-
more with.
Let me
those
say
players.
this. Let me
You
say
think-
this.
No.
Let me say this because
Go ahead.
just gotta say this real quick.
And I
Chris,
want-
and Chris,
move on.
you already know what I'm gonna say.
Go ahead.
Quet, don't invite nobody up here and get 6'9". So
Listen.
Got back
Is that? I don't know. Is that good or bad? Is that?
Get back,
6'9" with
get back, get back.
Listen,
What y'all do?
but-
It's good for
no,
you.
Okay. I
But,
don't know. I
but
don't know how you
again,
guys operate.
but
Yo.
everything that he's saying,
no.
but everything that he's saying, that's cool and that's cute. But again,
Yo.
it
I'm
takes
just-
a whole organization. It
And
takes
that's
a
his
whole
num-
lot of
and that's his
people.
number one.
So now when you're talking about LeBron James, listen, I'm not saying that Jordan was stinking. I'm not
I'm not
saying
saying
that
LeBron was
that
stinking either. He
Jordan
said-
sucked.
LeBron
But
is
what
one of
I'm
the
saying is
greatest.
that you said that he's not the greatest.
No, I said LeBron is going to be, when this all said and done, he's going to be in the top 4 greatest of all time.
He's gonna be top 2.
That's arguable.
Him 1, Jordan 2.
All right, cool. Could we move on to my next thing? So you could you got rebuttal this one because I want to spend too much. So this one you had your side for the
Okay.
teammates. All right, so let's
Go ahead.
Because time goes quick. All right, so second one.
Time don't go quick. It's our show.
All right.
We're good.
Touche. So I want to talk about championships. Now, before I even get onto this,
Listen,
I want to
Jordan. Listen,
No,
Jordan.
Before
Jordan won that.
Right, no.
Jordan won that.
No, but it's even more.
Jordan got
I told
six.
you I have more depth than it. Forget
Jordan got
That's
6.
clearly we know that. So I don't
Go
care
ahead.
what no one has to say. When you are an elite player, when you are an icon figure like LeBron, like Michael, like
Yes.
Magic, like Larry, like Charles, like Dwayne,
Kareem.
like Kareem, like
Kareem.
all them was, right? When you are an iconic player, you are playing for one thing and one thing only, a championship.
Okay, go ahead.
So any accolades that you get throughout your career, any records you break, hallelujah, praise Jesus. But it's not the same as a championship.
What?
It's not. Perfect example, Allen Iverson. I guarantee if he had at least won one championship, he'll be in discussion as the top 10 all-time basketball player.
He is in the top 10.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
I don't know who you asking.
What?
The AI's up there.
Well, he's not even the ESPN analyst. He's definitely not in the top 10.
Well,
but
we know how they are.
I'm saying,
You know what I mean?
I'm saying,
Not my top.
right. But my point is, I guarantee
He's up there.
for the NBA analysts and for the Stephen A. Smith, for everybody out there, if he at least won one championship, I guarantee he'll be in that discussion in the top 10. Carmelo Anthony, one of the greatest NBA players, one of the greatest NBA scorers that NBA's seen. 3 gold medals. Right? Can't get any unpatriotic than that. I guaranteed if you asked him, Carmelo, would you trade one of your gold medals for a championship ring? I guarantee he would contemplate it. So my thing is when you are
Like, hell no. Give me my damn medal.
no.
Give
That's
my
what I'm saying.
damn medal.
I guaranteed if you said like, would you trade one or you would trade even 3 for one? I guarantee he'll pause and think about it. That's how important when you're an icon player, a championship matters. Now that being said, it's obvious 6 is bigger than 3. I'm not even gonna go there because LeBron is still going. So LeBron's probably gonna get like a few more, right?
Nah,
So
I don't know about this year. Shit.
All right, but I don't think so either, right? So I think obviously 6 is bigger than 3. Now you're gonna have the LeBron fans right now and the people saying, "Well, he went to the finals 7 times." Since when we celebrate athletes to go to the finals, go to the Super Bowl, go to the World Series, and not win a championship? Since when we celebrate that? Going to the finals and losing the championship means you're just the last team to go home early. That's all that means. So the fact that we are celebrating him going to the finals 7 times and not winning, I think that's the understatement of him.
So,
Now,
Mike, let me ask you a
Oh
question.
man,
Go ahead.
Let me ask you a
I already know what you're gonna say, Chris.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, and I'm all good for championships. Right?
Go ahead, Chris.
But
Go ahead.
I'm a Peyton Manning fan, right? So he likes to throw the Tom Brady got 5
Right.
all the time. Peyton only got 2. You're putting a very, very high level of leverage.
Because I already know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
Is that correct to say?
wait, say it again.
You're putting a very, very high leverage on somebody's greatness with championships.
It's one of the factors.
I'm not saying it's not one. I'm saying you're putting out.
Yes.
A major.
Yes,
it's a
definitely.
pie,
Wait.
it's a big part of the pie.
Can you please complete that for iconic players like LeBron?
Okay.
So for a regular player,
Not
for
regular
all-star
players.
players, they don't really. All right, I want your listeners to know that. Right. Thank you. Perfect example.
Elite level,
Like LeBron
legendary
James. Correct.
players.
Like LeBron James.
Oh man.
Okay.
Correct.
I get you. But if you bring championships in, and that's a big part of your discussion, and you're talking about legendary players, Bill Russell.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
But hold on.
No,
Wait,
that's not.
wait.
You just dismissed it.
Yeah,
That wasn't my argument.
No. The argument was
My argument is we're selling for LeBron James. It seems like the immediate
solely just be for LeBron.
No.
It has to be for
Exactly. No,
everybody.
that's exactly what I'm not saying. I'm saying for LeBron James, it seems like we compliment him for just the simple fact he went to the final.
No, they don't.
No,
they don't.
No, yes, they do because they always say he goes.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
Because the media goes.
Hold on.
Go ahead,
so
bro.
let's
Go ahead, bro.
do this, right? So we can bring the conversation current to where it is right
We're
now.
going to get into some boxing. I got a lot of
Yeah,
stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Right? But let's bring current to translate it to where it is now, right?
Okay.
So here's the question I put on the table. We already talked about what Jordan did prior to having Scottie in Chicago.
Okay.
Playoff runs.
Right.
We already talked about
Awful.
what LeBron did early in his career. Okay. Right? Now, LeBron in his prime, right? Well, not even in his prime, but I mean, you really can't say prime because in year 15, he probably had
Just as good. Just as
the
yeah.
best
Right.
statistical year that he's had.
Absolutely.
Right? So,
But
if
not
we're
his prime.
not in his prime, can't say that.
Well, 2-1
right?
says that.
So, if you're saying, if we're going to make it the debate with Michael and LeBron, let's do it like this. With where they are, right? With the runs that they were trying to accomplish, with the things that they were doing, with, let's just say solid teams, right? We're not going to say the Hall of Famers. Let's just say solid teams, right? I've very rarely seen Michael Jordan in this situation, right? I can only remember one time when he came back from baseball and they played the Indiana Pacers. Or actually, it was Orlando, I believe.
Well, Orlando, they did play the Pacers, but they won.
Yeah, but
lost
they
to
won.
Orlando.
You talking about what?
But when they
Game
played Orlando.
Right.
So where he looked and they looked mortal, right? LeBron could probably, you could say with this team that he has constructed right now, it's not the most talent-laden team that he's had, right?
Okay.
So most people would still put their money on Mike to dig themselves out of a hole
Right.
Okay.
that, like, say, LeBron is currently in. How
Well,
much,
he has no history of digging himself
Yeah,
out of a hole.
except for the
without-
3-1,
Hold on.
without other people?
Without
Yes,
Scotty.
that's what I'm
And
getting to.
Scotty, to let you finish your point, though, Scotty plays a major role in
Yes.
Michael Jordan's legacy.
Absolutely.
No matter any way you want to cut it.
Absolutely.
Because to me,
Thank you.
Scotty is a top 10 player in the NBA.
And I think that goes to Scotty's
is
greatness.
the best.
So is Dwayne Wade.
No.
No.
He's
No.
not Scotty.
Well,
No.
he
Scotty
well,
was.
Wade is
Go ahead.
great.
Go ahead, Chris.
I love Wade because he be bashing Wade and gets on my
No,
nerves.
I don't.
Wade is
I
probably,
think he's played a little
to
soft
me,
before.
To me, Wade is probably the number 3 or number 4 best 2 guard ever.
Okay.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
But Scottie Pippen is an anomaly. There would be no LeBron without Scottie Pippen. There would be the type of player that Scottie was.
Yeah.
Right.
There would be nobody to follow that.
He broke the mold. That's why you got players like they got now.
Listen, I'll put it to you like this.
There we go.
Without Scotty, there would be no Grant Hill. Without Grant Hill, there would be no LeBron James.
Right.
So we'll leave it like that.
All right.
But the
I like
point I'm trying to make and bringing it current is the spot that LeBron is in right now with Indiana, with the way they playing, with the team that he has constructed. What type of damage does this do to the armor?
Oh, LeBron?
Because
Nothing.
Oh, I can't say nothing.
Well, listen.
You cannot expect him, or you cannot expect
Here's
as a
it.
fan, you cannot expect that if they go down to the Indiana Pacers, that this does not bring some. I mean, if you think the boo words in the critics are out now, you cannot expect that if they go down, not only in the first round, but to the Indiana Pacers, that this ain't gonna be some. Come on now.
Hold on.
Right.
Tom, you saying Tom said, what did Scotty do without Mike?
Nothing but lift up his shoes.
No. He did do something. He got to the Eastern Conference Finals without Michael Jordan.
He should have been MVP that year too.
He got to the Western Conference Finals with the Portland Trailblazers a couple years after that. So Scottie Pippen has had success in the playoffs without Mike. Any way you want to cut it, I know Mike is better. Mike's never had success in the playoffs without Scottie.
And we still got to remember, Mike still played for the Wizards.
Yeah. But listen,
I still play for the Wizards.
Hold on.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is the one thing. This is the one thing I want to say about that. And people really get that twisted when they talk about the Wizards year, right? Say what you want about the Wizards year, but for the Wizards and where they were, he increased their winning percentage from where they were, and Mike was still in the game, dropping over 20 that year.
Right.
At his age.
I also want.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, he did give a good double nickel in the garden in that Wizards uniform.
I also want to add the difference between MJ and LeBron is, and a lot of people kind of curse Michael Jordan for this, that a lot of people say, well, Michael Jordan was never pushed to Game 7 for NBA Finals. My thing is this.
That's the greatness to me.
Right.
that's
When
good.
when you are that good, right, and when you have the ability in your mindset to say, "Listen, I'm not going to go to Game 7," that should be more of an accomplishment than a curse.
Now,
because a lot of people say, "Well, we don't know what Michael we don't know what Michael Jordan would do in Game 7." But my thing is, if you're that good and you have the mindset to say to yourself, "I'm not going to let it go to Game 7," that's more of a talent than a curse.
I think what's going on here, and Quet, I'm gonna let you go, but I think what's going on here is this Super Saiyan mode that LeBron is in, as he was when they were down without Kyrie against Golden State,
Crazy.
looks much different because he's doing everything that he needs to do,
Exactly.
but it
just is not enough.
But this is what leads to the argument. When you do that, when you say you are that player, you are the player of this generation. There's no argument with that.
No, definitely.
When everybody says that, you can make anybody better. And the argument about Cleveland's current team was they needed to get younger and more athletic.
Right.
They got that. They got everything that he asked for, right? You cannot lose to the Indiana Pacers in the first round. You can't.
That's true.
Well, listen.
can't.
I agree totally.
This
Right,
is
Chris, help me out.
I agree with you.
I don't think he could leave this series with an L and be unblemished. As well as
Yeah,
he's playing.
right.
That's all I'm saying.
It will put some
That's
shade,
all
but
I'm saying.
I want to just say something that we talked about last night.
Go ahead.
I want to drop.
Go ahead.
And you know where I'm going to go with it. As far as the Michael LeBron debate, to me, there's no debate. LeBron is the better player.
No,
And
absolutely
I'm going to
not.
tell you why. And I'm going to tell you why.
Go ahead.
I'm going to tell you why he's
Boom.
the better player. Boom. I'm going to tell you why he's the better player.
Go ahead.
It's the same reason why Beyonce just tore up Coachella.
Oh,
and
shit.
people were still saying, "Yo, but Mike the best entertainer." It's all about a feeling. Everybody, you can't tell me, and I'm not talking about you, Mike, but
Right.
a lot of young people, they like to tell me what Mike did. Nigga, I was there. I saw it. You don't gotta tell me.
Watching it on
I
a box
saw the
TV.
games. I watched it. I was old enough. I'm old enough to have seen Michael Jordan in his prime, growing up. And to see LeBron in his prime and on his way out in the next couple of years. I can objectively compare and contrast both of them.
Okay.
What the main difference is, Mike was, to me, the first true superstar. Magic was a star. Larry was a star. They weren't superstar. Mike was the first one that made you feel it. Mike is what got you involved in basketball. Mike is what made you love basketball. He had the commercials. He had Space Jam. He had everything.
Right, and LeBron James has that now.
Wait,
It's not that high level.
But he can never. You can never do what the first person did
Okay.
as far as the feeling.
Yeah.
He'll never be able to capture the feeling that Mike was able to capture with everybody because he was the first one to do it. But again, that is not why. Tom said my mic need to be turned up. That is not why. that is not why I think LeBron is the better player.
Why
than
do you
Mike.
think he's the better player?
I think he's the better player than Mike, just from just a physical standpoint.
Okay.
LeBron is not a scorer. He is going to break Michael Jordan's scoring record. He might even have the NBA, and that's not even his best talent. Whatever you want to say about LeBron, he's not a scorer. He can score.
What's his best talent?
He's a passer. You know
passing
what?
ability.
A passer.
Got turned this way.
Distributor.
Passing ability.
Yeah, his passing ability is his best ability. He's going to beat Michael Jordan in passing. He's going to beat him in rebounding. He's going to beat him in scoring. From a standpoint, if they play the game of one-on-one, and I know Mike got the eye on shit, I would see in a 6. He's 6'6" on a good day.
Okay, LeVar.
Michael Jordan is 6'6".
All you're doing is naming his physical attributes. And it seems I am listening.
LeBron is a legit 6'8", 6'9", and you mean to tell me if they played a game on one-on-one that Mike can physically impose his will?
Mike had better defense than him. That's
No, he doesn't. He just doesn't.
No, Mike is
That's just
all
not
right.
a true statement.
You gotta check your facts because Mike is number 12 in all-time defensive. LeBron is number 22, and Michael Jordan is number 9 of all-time first defensive team. LeBron is number 5.
Listen, I'm not talking about his. I'm not talking
But
about.
I am because you're talking about one-on-one, and you're talking about how Mike
can Mike defend 1 to 5?
No.
No, he can't.
I think he
LeBron
can.
can't. No, he can't.
But, I'm talking about in the one-on-one. When a one-on-one, yes.
Even if they were playing team basketball, Mike.
No, forget the team. Forget the team. All right, forget the team. I'm gonna go with you. Straight one-on-one.
One-on-one. If Mike can defend him,
he can
defend Mike.
He can.
So
Yeah, right. Right. But I'm saying LeBron James.
This is what the argument turns to, right? It becomes apple to oranges, and on whatever day my sugar is bad.
There we
go. That's what it's at. However, and I see both ends of the argument, because for me, I'm a Jordan purist. I'm always going to say Mike is the greatest. However, you cannot deny how LeBron James has been able to,
absolutely,
and where he will stand in terms of rewriting every record book.
Oh, he's gonna shatter the record books. That's why my argument has nothing to do. A lot of my arguments today has nothing to do with the numbers. It has to do what they have accomplished and what they have done on the court. When it comes to the books, he's gonna demolish that. But I'm saying, do you play basketball, Chris?
I mean, not anymore, but I mean.
All right. So you look like you weigh more than me. You're maybe more muscle, whatever, more mass, right?
I mean, okay.
All right, right. But I'm saying in a one-on-one, I could take you, and it has nothing to do with you being bigger than me.
Jordan can't take LeBron James in a one-on-one.
Yes, that's my whole point. That's my whole
You play
point.
basketball on a daily basis, right?
No, I don't.
Regularly?
No.
More than once a year?
Yes.
More than me. So.
Wait.
But trying to compare me and you playing basketball.
No, I'm saying because your whole argument was just the whole body and the mass of LeBron. And I'm saying when you are that good, when you're any sport you do, it doesn't matter how big that person is.
It matters to a degree.
Look at Floyd Mayweather.
Hold on.
Perfect example, right? How many times? Wait, how many times have he beat people that was bigger, possibly stronger?
They're all in the same weight. They're all in the same weight range.
That's questionable. And I'm not even a boxing fan, but I know that's questionable for him. I know that's questionable.
You talking to the boxing guy?
All right, cool.
You're talking to the boxing guy. Floyd Mayweather.
I know that's questionable.
He's beating bigger people.
My whole point.
But no. In his range, though. See, because Floyd Mayweather in boxing, nobody ever fights at their true weight.
Right.
Nobody does.
Right.
Floyd is one of the select few that fight at 147 and actually walks around at like 150, 151. Mm-hmm. So when he fights people that are technically bigger, he says, "I will fight you, but you have to come to me." So you have to come down to 152 or 150 or 147. And maybe they are 160, 170 when they're walking down the street, but come fight night, they done drain themselves so much so that they can fight at that certain weight. So that I just won't use the boxing comparison. But
okay, true.
What I will say is
true.
It'll be like if Mike played. It wouldn't be.
No, it'd be like if Mike played Sean Kemp.
No, that's Sean Kemp.
Okay, because that's him and or Carmelo.
If Mike played Shaq and Shaq got the ball first, what Mike doing?
He's gonna steal it from him if he's dribbled one. If that dribble cross that line, if Shaq dribbles, if he dares to dribble across that foul line,
have you ever seen an All-Star and then playing?
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, he shook Jordan. Okay, I saw it too.
Not him stripping Jordan.
No, I said he shook Jordan. I saw it. He did a little.
No, I'm not even talking about the shake part.
Okay,
he can physically pat Jordan down, and there's nothing he can do.
Right, but Shaq and LeBron are two different now. So now, so now you're going off. You're going off now. We're just sticking to LeBron and MJ, right?
LeBron can do that.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm saying Jordan defense is so good because you gotta remember this.
Listen.
Jordan as a defensive player was just as effective than him as a scorer. And that's not the same as LeBron. You cannot say that about LeBron. You can't say his defensive is just as effective as his scoring.
Here we go.
And that's one thing.
In his prime, in LeBron's prime, not now, because he just doesn't do
it. In Michael Jordan prime, he got the defensive player and MVP in the same season.
In 88. I know the season. They didn't win anything in 88.
But he got the most defense player and the MVP in this. Who does that? Who does that?
Hold on, you can't start bringing. You can't say that accolades don't matter and then start bringing.
I never said accolades don't matter. I said when it comes to icon player. I said when it came to icon player. All that really matters is the championship. I said any accolades and records they get throughout their season or throughout their career is good. But it doesn't matter.
Check this.
Okay.
Come on, Chris.
Listen. And the reason why I brought y'all Mike, because like you said, we can go forever. Because this is going to be an ongoing
for another 50 years.
And it will be. You know what I'm saying?
But-
I love Michael Jordan. Like Chris said, Ruck said, we were there, all of us.
Right.
You were too. We
I got
love
my
Mike.
name because of him.
So
Like,
so that's
literally.
why it's hard to to like. But again, I
No,
can,
but I'm not saying anything
I can talk about
LeBron.
the team that
I
LeBron
know
plays
LeBron is gonna-
versus the team that Jordan plays, but we're not going to go there. What I will say is, when you're talking about one of the best, and
Right.
and here we
Which
go.
is LeBron.
Because nah,
Yeah, he's one of the best.
yeah, he's one of the
Right.
best. But okay, so here are 2 points that I'm gonna make.
Yep.
One, LeBron and Jordan play 2 different positions. Okay, so it's gonna be kind of hard to say, okay, who's really the best, who's this, that, and they never played with each other. And if you're talking about who want to kind of be comparison, you got to kind of throw Kobe in there. But what I will say is, if you're talking about who's the best player,
That's the best comparison to Jordan.
Right,
is Kobe.
to Jordan.
Right.
But we're not comparing.
Right.
who
We're
plays
saying
the
who's
same.
better.
We're just saying
Who's
Who's
better.
better.
Right.
But again, of course, I'm gonna go with LeBron. Like
Right.
Chris said, I'm talking about somebody who's that fast, who's that agile, who's that big. I mean, come on, listen. Michael Jordan was cool, but I'm just like you said, LeBron could defend anybody. You know what I mean? But we won't go there. We'll talk about that off the
I
air.
almost feel like sometimes we just discount the bigger, stronger, faster.
Yes, I
no.
agree.
Evolution of
LeBron.
people. It was, at Michael Jordan's time when he came, the league had never seen anything like Mike. They wasn't ready for Mike. They just wasn't. I mean,
Nah.
they never got ready for Mike actually, but they just weren't ready
couldn't.
for a player that could move like him, that can shoot like him, that had his determination, all of that stuff. You fast forward into today. Or to when LeBron came,
Right.
we had just never seen a guy the
Right.
size of Karl Malone who moved like a point
Absolutely.
guard.
Yeah.
We just had never seen anything like that.
Listen,
So
this is the thing, and this is how the best part of the argument goes, right? Because we never seen anything like Jordan, you say, "Wow, look at what he did, with what he had, and the flair and everything that he did with it." Right. So LeBron comes in, and we haven't seen that. We've seen pieces of it,
Right.
but we've never seen a completion of what he's been doing, right? But I think the argument goes to, and I think this is why people had it, is because if you're talking about icons of the game,
Right.
their competitive nature,
Right.
in their most competitive moments, I think that's where you get the argument because.
Jordan
And
only had
maybe
time.
and maybe it's definitely unfair because
little bit
Mike
unfair.
was playing at a different level of basketball or whatever. But this is the thing. And,
Wait,
and
when you
this-
mean he was playing at a different level, what do you mean by
he was
because
playing, he was playing at a different level of basketball, meaning that the NBA back then, both coasts were balanced with strong teams.
Mm-hmm.
So even for him to get through the East and to get to the championship, he had to face a lot of good teams.
Absolutely.
Right? We've seen LeBron, which is an amazing feat in itself, make 8 straight finals, right?
a lot of bums he had to play though.
You know, exactly.
Yeah.
To get to the finals, we can say, it could be a Curb Your Enthusiasm moment. Right? But I mean, LeBron has still done things that we haven't seen before.
Absolutely.
And he's still doing things that we haven't
That's
seen
what I
before.
said in the
And I
beginning.
think we go back to the argument, or which makes it an argument again, is because now, like, whether Mike had the Hall of Famers, or Scotty or Dennis or whatever, when Mike got his team, the way he wanted it, how he wanted it, in these moments, we never had a conversation, well, they down 2-1.
Right.
We never had that conversation, and I think that's what people.
Thanks, Phil.
I think that's what people are clamoring about.
Well, listen, I would
because
never-
they're like Indiana.
Well, listen, I would never dispute that. First of all, is a killer.
Yeah.
He's an
Period.
assassin.
Yeah.
Period.
Right, and that type of mentality,
That-
there's not even a lot of it in the NBA right
Wow.
now. There's only a
Thank
few.
And
select
that
people.
and doesn't that prove your point for the one-on-one then?
Nah, it's different. No.
One-on-one, that killer instinct is going to come out.
No, when you have the ball yourself, you're going to try to beat that man. It's
Yeah.
different when you're playing a team
I
ball versus
think-
by yourself.
Oh, wow.
No,
I-
here's the thing.
wow.
I do think killer instinct does matter
Absolutely.
in a one-on-one. I wouldn't discount it. And
Right.
I would say the killer instinct. I think if Michael Jordan and LeBron played each other, LeBron would win. But I think the killer instinct of Jordan would make it a fucking close game.
course.
That's my
Yeah.
personal. That's my personal.
Right.
And they would
opinion
never
on it.
stop playing.
And
Yes.
'Cause they
also,
both going-
Jordan would be like, "Well, run that shit back
Yeah.
if you lost."
Let's do it
You know what
again.
I mean?
Let's do it
They'll
again.
never
Yeah.
stop.
Fair. Touche
I
on
feel
that
like
one.
that. And the only reason I even said that is because I heard legit stories that Jerry Stackhouse beat him in the game of one-on-one.
Oh, man,
Jerry Stackhouse could beat him. LeBron could beat him in a one-on-one. That's all I'm saying. And I like Jerry Stackhouse. I mean, he a Carolina baby. Let me not get into Carolina.
I will say this: when I compare LeBron James and Michael Jordan, I also look at it as if I was an owner, right? So I'm looking if I had a crystal ball and I'm saying, okay, one athlete will take you to the finals and win a three-peat. Not just,
2020.
Not just one three-peat, but two three-peat. Another athlete would take you to the finals, like the curve, right? Whole win, but won't be consistent.
Who's your coach?
Right?
Who's your coach?
Doesn't matter. I'm looking at literally.
Yes, it does matter.
I'm looking at the two individuals.
No. Okay, no.
As an athlete,
no, that's cool.
That's
cool. But who's your coach though?
Let me ask you something.
Let's say they both have Phil Jackson. How about that? Let's play that game. Let's play that game.
We pick one player to take us to the final. One gets us to a three-peat. Blah blah blah. Everything you said. Okay, I hear your point. But you're also saying like the teams that Michael Jordan did get his three-peat with.
Bombs. I know that, but I'm just saying, as an owner perspective, what would you look at?
Well, my owner perspective, I would go, man, that LeBron took a fucking bunch of bums to the final. Man, if I could,
that's BS. I hate when people say that because that only happened in 07. He had a bum team in 07, and ever since then, when he made it to the finals, he had legit teams. So I hate when people say he keeps bringing bum teams to the final. He doesn't. He doesn't bring. He did that one time, and he got swept.
Let me tell you why.
And he got swept.
We're talking about.
And he got swept.
We're saying we're taking Mike and LeBron from the beginning stages.
Right.
What Mike do in his beginning and what the
I'm saying what they do in the finals when it counts.
No, but you're saying from the beginning.
If you're picking,
you won't know.
You're picking. You wouldn't know. You would say, all right, this guy got this. He could do this with a bag of bums. But I know if I give Mike
a decent player, a decent team, a good team, who win a
Who's your
three-peat.
Who's your coach?
Phil Jackson. Let's play that game.
Okay.
Both of them. Both of them have Phil.
If you gave Mike the team that LeBron took to the finals and LeBron the team that he took to the finals, I don't think Mike makes it to the finals.
He'll probably win it.
Hold on. But
I guarantee LeBron wouldn't win.
No, LeBron wouldn't either.
Right. So isn't that matters for athletes?
I don't think he would even get to the finals, Mike. But here's the contract. I do believe if you put Mike on every team that LeBron's been on,
yes,
been legit. Oh, Mike would have definitely
won. Yes.
See that's the difference. Mike, if you just give him just a little, he'll take
gonna do
all
a lot.
the way to the
Who?
top.
LeBron?
No.
Mike.
If you give him something solid,
right?
Give him something solid, he'll take it to the
I get that.
This Cavaliers team, I think Mike could probably take to the final. They got enough talent.
Listen,
I get that, but that's
let me ask you this. Let me ask this question, right? Because I love the point that you just made. Take LeBron off that team.
Off which one? This team?
No. The first time that they played the Warriors, right?
Okay.
No 15. Kyrie, no Kevin Love. Take LeBron off that team. You insert Mike. Do the Cavs win?
Yes. That's tough.
That what?
No. Do the Cavs?
Who in the Warriors?
Hold on.
Who's in the Warriors going to check MJ?
Do the Cavs win?
Yes.
Or does it look the same?
It looks the same.
No.
It looks the same.
No. Kyrie would not be taking that shot.
No. Kyrie was hurt. Kyrie was hurt.
Oh, the first one.
Kevin Love was
15. My fault. Oh yes, definitely.
Now here's my statement about it. Right. Because Mike was who he was all the time, my opinion, even without those two, because I'm still counting.
Man.
Hold on. I'm still counting JR. I'm still counting
Deli Thompson.
Deli. I'm still counting, Mozgov was playing at that point, right?
Wasn't Thompson playing?
No.
No.
Yeah, Tristan was there.
Yeah, he was there, but he was.
Yeah, but Mozgov was the guy. I'm just saying, right? I look at that team, and because who Mike is, yes, they win.
Hold on, wait, here. So
Yes,
okay. Now, listen. It's going to be very tough because remember, LeBron averaged damn near a triple double.
Yep.
When I said what he did, I mean he had 40. He had 15.
And they still went to Game 7
and
sometimes.
it was tough for him. I'm talking about that one.
Okay.
That was tough. And it's going to be hard even for Shaq, for anybody. Because when I say he literally put the team on his back, I think that's when the Lord was like, listen, you know what? He lost, but damn. Like he was getting deli open. He was getting. That's hard, though. 40 points.
Listen, Mike checking in this series. And
he going to have to check Clay.
What rule are we playing in?
It doesn't matter what rules we're playing with because
it matters very much.
Not for behalf of
Mike. If Mike can get up in you, a la 80s and 90s, then he can check Steph.
Right.
If he cannot get in
but you're already missing the point already because he's not checking Steph. He's not even going there, Steph.
No, I'm saying he would go to Steph.
No, he wouldn't. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Jordan
He would go to
check the
Clay.
best player.
He would go. Why would he go to a point guard? He's a 2, and Steph is 6'3", 6'2".
Because they'll put Scotty on him.
No,
The reason-
right?
the
No,
reason I-
exactly.
the
So they'll
reason
put
I say-
Scotty. They'll probably put Scotty on Steph before they pick Jordan.
No. There is no Scotty.
Oh, yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
This is
Okay.
Jordan
Okay.
on
Yeah.
the
He'll still
Cavs.
check Clay. He'll
But
still
this-
check Clay.
The reason I'm saying that, right, is that a triple double when you getting damn near 35, say 12, 10,
Oh, yeah,
and then with LeBron because he's a great defensive player as well.
Yeah.
You throw in 2 or 3 steals. That's going to look great, but here's my debate about that. Because at the end of a game, a triple-double looks good. But if you had that triple-double, but in the fourth, you only had 2 points, or you went 1 for 4, or you went 2 for 8 in the fourth, and you went 2 for 4 from the line in the fourth, because in those moments, and this is why people compare it so much. In those moments, think about this. We just had this conversation 2-3 weeks ago, right? Where we talked about the game when they was down 30 in Philly, right? You talking about 30 in Philly, and they're not shooting threes, they're shooting layups, right? Same thing. Extract LeBron from that situation. Put Mike in. Mike is not missing them free throws.
Yeah, well, that has to do with the mental part.
And now, because of the killer,
right,
they win the game.
I understand.
They not beating that Golden State team. I'm sorry.
I
I'm
understand
sorry.
what you're saying.
I get what you're saying.
It does matter. It does matter when you get certain points. It's critical.
Right. Very
tight
critical
situation that you. But here, I hate
Think
to sound
about
like
it. He had 6 turnovers in the third quarter last night.
No, it was. In LeBron's career, in tight pressure moments, he has not always been the best. But you gotta. What you're saying when you put Mike in the situation, you're saying Mike's gonna do everything he did from the first, second, and third quarter and deliver in the fourth. Right. That's a hard ask.
Yeah, it is.
It's a hard
ask.
All right, so
for anybody, for any athlete, right.
So for the first 3 quarters, he gave you a triple double. So, but mind you, at this point, LeBron most of the time got like 40, 45.
Yeah.
And he's gonna give you another 15.
And the team is up by like 12.
Hard. And I'm not saying he didn't show up.
I'm
not saying that. I'm not giving him excuse for not showing up in pressure moments because just the proof is in the pudding. Dallas is all I gotta say. That was the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen in my life from a superstar.
What about the first quarter in this round? He didn't score either. That was kind of.
But he was trying to get people involved, and then
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. All right. I'm just saying.
I like that. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to.
Play that back. Yeah.
Just trying to pose an argument.
So
because I think that's the one thing that always gets Michael.
Yes.
He can be too passive sometimes.
But you said his strength is his passing, but every team he's been on, he's always been the best scorer. That's why
people
ain't making it.
No.
That's the only thing I take from Allen Iverson. Yo, if I pass you the ball and then 20 seconds gets off, you pass me the ball back, you don't want to shoot. I'm going to shoot.
Yeah.
Right.
Listen, my thing is this, and this is why I always question, right? When everybody was claiming early in the week, and it was like Tyloo went and challenged LeBron, you got to be more aggressive, whatever.
I don't think it was a challenge.
I don't think it was a challenge neither.
Right.
I think he just probably talked to him and said, "Hey, listen, I need more."
Yeah.
And he delivered. He outscored the Pacers in the first quarter himself, right?
And this is 15 year.
Yeah,
like that's incredible.
Like, yo,
that's what I said in the beginning.
For you to get
that's incredible.
18.
Tom just made a comment.
What do you say?
Okay.
Because I can't see nothing.
So what do you want the ball in your hands? Game on the line, no time. I'm taking Mike. I am too, Tom.
Now listen.
But I'm not asking that from LeBron. That's a special and it's for as many game winners as Mike got. He's got way more misses than he got. But I'm just saying he is willing. Right. He's more willing to take the shot than LeBron. I won't deny.
Okay.
Right.
And that See, and to me, that's what leads me to the arguments that I have about it. Because even if we look at the situation that happened last night, right?
Mm-hmm. With JR? But that was just JR being
JR. First of all, look, JR.
I'm saying how can you say
that.
LeBron is like better than Jordan if you're saying that you will admit that he's not willing to take the last shot, or you even said that I'm not looking for LeBron to take the. That's what I don't get. That's contradictory.
Okay, we got 2 minutes on this topic, and then we go.
Wait a minute.
It's different aspects.
Thank you.
That Jordan has that I prefer over LeBron.
Yeah, but you can't say you can't say he's better than Jordan if you're saying I know he's not willing to take the shot.
I said sometimes he can be passive,
but you said most of the time. Right.
But
so
hold on. Not to take the shot, but it's not that he won't make the right
but
play,
Tom questioned. That wasn't the question that Tom wanted.
The question that Tom wanted. Who would you have?
And you even said I wouldn't even expect LeBron. Right. So you can't.
So there's a litany of players that I would pick over LeBron to take the last shot. But I mean, there's other aspects of the basketball game that I'll pick other people over Jordan.
Right.
I don't go down the list of everything and go Jordan.
Oh, you should.
I just.
You should.
That's the feeling. That's the feeling.
Now that's just me being biased. But
Here we go. And
then we have conclusion statements.
Listen. Okay, now there is no winner or loser. Who's the best? Who's this? It's who you like. It's who you like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the type of
like,
basketball.
Because if you got somebody who loves LeBron James like Nick Wright, he's going to pick Jordan's game apart. And he's going to tell you why Jordan is not the best, why is not better than him, this, that, and the third. Now, if you ask somebody who loved Michael Jordan and they was there from the beginning, they're going to tell you why Michael Jordan is the best. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Can I give Mike another confusion?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Mike more than I like LeBron. All
right, that's cool.
I love Mike more than I love LeBron.
That's cool. But you think LeBron is better, but you love him, right? Cool. Michael Jordan name itself is the standard of excellence in any professional. That's number one. Number two, LeBron.
That's a bit overzealous. Bro.
No, I hear more people. I hear more people say, "Oh, he or she's the Michael Jordan in this. He or she's the Michael Jordan in this." Than I ever hear people say.
But
LeBron.
That's going to change soon.
Right, and that's my argument. I don't think it's going to change. And it's been like 2 decades, and it hasn't changed.
That's never going to change, though.
Right, that's what. No.
You can
Magic was the first player to play 5 positions and win his rookie year.
Magic was nice, but he's not.
Right, but I'm saying, but he was the first.
Hold on.
So you can't make that argument just because somebody's the first. If you're that good, you're gonna surpass whoever's the first. Dr. J was the first. Dr. J was the first dunker to make it. Dr. J was the first dunker to make it look cool. But does that make him the better dunker?
We gotta put Tom comment up here, man.
Shouts out to Tom, man.
Shouts out to Tom for real. Mike versus LeBron is like asking if you want to sleep with Holly Berry or Beyonce. Right. End of story.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, you get it.
You know what I mean?
That's what it is.
But now, Mike, I just wanted to come over here because I just wanted to get your gears going. Because I knew that you were going to speak passionately as a Jordan fan.
Listen,
so that's why I was like,
Michael Jordan. This before we close, I'll make this like 2 minutes. Michael Jordan.
1 minute.
All right, Michael Jordan. Fine. Michael Jordan is like Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man to the Avengers. So the Avengers would be okay without Iron Man, but it wouldn't be the Avengers. Michael Jordan is that to the lead and to the basketball.
Now listen, I'm not a comic book guy, so I'm going to stay back.
Iron Man's not even the best Avenger.
No, you're not listening to my point. I'm saying the Avengers, and this is a fact, would not make as much money as it does if it wasn't for Iron Man. And that's right. And I'm saying that's how Michael Jordan is to the lead.
Right. And
that's what I'm saying.
No,
and that's not.
I don't know nothing about comic books.
Thank you. And I can also say, but Thor would whip his ass. That's just fact.
No, but I'm saying LeBron doesn't have that impact on the lead like Jordan.
We'll see.
No, he doesn't.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
I don't disagree with that.
That's my argument.
I don't disagree with that.
But I don't think that nobody could disagree with what you're saying, Mike. And what I'm saying is, again, basketball is like anything. It evolves. Like when LeBron joined the Heat, as you've seen, people are like, listen, we need to beat this guy. And basketball is going to change and it's going to evolve because when Jordan was around, a lot of people could have went to other teams, but they were so loyal to a fault. You know what I mean? They were so loyal to a fault.
Wait, you mean opponent teammates were loyal to their team or Jordan teammates were loyal?
No, a lot of players who were playing against Jordan could have said, you know what, let's team up, let's do what we do. You know what I mean?
Oh.
But we want to stay. But again,
I get all the respect in the world for that.
I don't think Mike was having that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I feel you. I
No,
feel what
but
you're saying.
a lot of other players
Yeah,
were
I feel
playing
what you're
against
saying.
Jordan because when you seen Karl Malone, when you seen Gary Payton do it, it's like, yo, wow, that was a big deal. You know what I mean? But it's not
They did when they were old, though.
right. You know what I mean? But still, though. But
being loyal was special.
Right, exactly. You thought being low was special, but what did that get you though?
Got
you know
you
what I'm saying?
a bunch of no
it
rings.
got you nothing because then you look at guys like AI. But my point is, this
What is
conversation.
loyalty in the NBA?
There
You
is
got
none.
me going. What is loyalty?
I think loyalty in the NBA, you have to at least play on the team
it
for at
Kendrick
least
Lamar?
7 to 10 years.
Okay,
LeBron plays seven.
7 to 10 years, and when it comes to
Lamar
loyalty,
fault?
LeBron did his justice. So I'm just saying,
No, not that point. I'm just saying from the standpoint of it's this thing where fans go, you need to be loyal to a team, but a team
Right.
will never be
No.
loyal to
There is
you.
none.
So why do you need to be?
That's
Why in
IT.
turn does the player need to be loyal to the fans? of the team?
So that was my point, and that's what I'm saying because when LeBron said, "Yo, listen, give me some help," they was like, "Nah, you can do it. You're fine." He said, "Yo, I mean, this is just too tough. Like we seeing people evolve." And again, in Jordan era, you're seeing a lot of people stay together. But what I'm saying is that with anything, everything's evolved, and this conversation is hard to have because in
It's
20
different.
years,
It's
because
it's the difference between loyalty and jumping on the bandwagon. And a lot of people
different.
think he
Nah,
jumped.
man,
Well,
it's
no, I'm saying it's different between loyalty on a team and jumping on bandwagon. I think a lot of people got upset
Hold
when he
on.
went to Miami the first time.
No.
he didn't jump on
Hold
the
on,
bandwagon.
hold on.
MVP
Hold on.
twice.
Think he jumped
And
on the
I'm not. Hold
You're
on.
telling me
hold
that
on.
him and Dwayne
LeBron?
was
No.
watching and talking and saying, "Yo, let's jump."
Listen.
Go ahead, Ruck.
Listen,
Go ahead, Ruck.
guys,
No,
Wait,
LeBron
listen.
I think that
Listen.
they talk, but
Right.
that jumping on the bandwagon.
Yes.
Listen,
LeBron
wait. Listen to what Ruck
Chris,
said.
you know I'm not a LeBron
I
fan.
don't agree with that.
LeBron James did not.
He held his own.
Did not jump on any bandwagon.
jumped on Miami.
He
He
did
did.
not.
Yes, he did.
He chose.
You would be-
no.
he chose-
He chose. No, he
Your argument would
chose.
be better if you
he
said
chose-
Kevin Durant. To
No,
take
no,
Exactly.
no.
And I still don't agree.
That's a
but that'd be a better
bandwagon.
argument.
That's jumping
That's a
on the
bandwagon. But I'm saying,
That's
as
jumping
far,
on
all
the-
right,
no.
I see what you guys were saying because the team
LeBron created-
wasn't as good.
Wait.
But I'm
Time
talking
out.
about as far as
Hold on, Mike.
jumping
Hold on.
with players.
No. Hold on, Mike.
just
Hold on,
as
Mike.
good.
Hold on, Mike. Let D Ruck say because he's been saying this for a while, and he's not a LeBron fan. Well, he's a LeBron fan, but he's a really LeBron.
They created that situation in Miami. Created.
Together.
Period.
Right.
Right? There was no bandwagon there. There was none of that. Because what people forget in that post-Shaq
But
era,
he was the head macho of that.
if
though.
you look at the Miami Heat's team in that post-Shaq era, you're talking about Shaq going, Mourning going, Antoine Walker going, Jason Williams going,
Gary gone.
So you're talking about between 5 and 6 players
Posey too.
and Posey gone,
Sure.
right? So now LeBron goes to that situation with another alpha male there, and they created a situation. If you talk about bandwagon, what KD did is a bandwagon.
You're right.
Situation
I should have
where-
worded it
where a
different. You're
team
right. You're right.
is
That-
already
I
created.
probably
And
agree
he was
with
like,
that.
yo,
Yeah,
you're right.
yo,
You're right.
yo,
I worded
y'all
it
got
different.
room for
You're
one
right.
more?
No, that's
Yeah.
you're right. That's
I'm paying,
definitely bandwagon.
But again,
And you getting sensitive because it's
Yeah.
KD.
Yeah.
Now I still don't think
Why he's a KD fan?
No,
He's an OKC
I'm
fan.
a
OKC
OKC
fan.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, get it right. I'm a Seattle Supersonics fan.
You're right. You're right.
You're right. Yeah, true. But again, you know what? But my thing is, when you talking about, like I said, Jordan came at the right time and he did what he's supposed to do. But again, I think that and we can go, but but I had to, in doing this, looking at research, this.
I have one more point.
Okay, but doing this, like I think people and Ruck said it. When you talking about changing the game, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, man.
Absolutely.
Like this dude changed. Like there was no dunking
In college,
for
right.
9
Yeah,
years
yeah.
because of him.
Yeah,
he
absolutely.
won in high school, college, NBA. He won 6 championships.
The man lost one game.
One game.
Like one game.
One game.
Right? But this is the point. And this is the great part about basketball and where it is now and where
Right.
the league is now. The crazy thing about everything that we're talking about right now, guess what? In 5 to 7 years, we're gonna be having the same conversation about LeBron James's greatness, right? As opposed to the next one that's doing it a la Ben Simmons.
Right, yeah, Ben Simmons.
Because we could be having the same exact conversation. Because what LeBron is to the league, right? Some of these other guys,
Right.
we haven't seen what they're doing too.
Right.
Like we haven't seen. Listen, I watched the game last night, and Kevin McHale was saying, I've never seen somebody like Giannis do what he's doing on the basketball court and not be able to be stopped from his height, wingspan, athletic ability. You're talking about somebody that size doing every. But then you turn around and you look at Ben Simmons again. Yeah, like they were talking about. Oh, Hassan Whiteside has to go strong with Ben Simmons. Listen, Hassan is 7 feet. Yeah. Ben Simmons is 6'10", 6'11". We haven't seen that, so we're always going to have this conversation.
But then again, we were there. But you ask these kids right now, they're gonna be like, "Yeah, Mike was cool." They're gonna be like, "Mike was cool, but LeBron is the best." You know what I mean? Because again, it's
all about the generation.
You know what I mean?
I would never just all out say, "Well, LeBron is just better than Jordan." It's no competition.
No, we won't. Say
you wouldn't say that. I can have a respectable what we just had. I can have a debate about our stances on why we feel the way we feel, and also respecting the points that everybody makes about their stance on what player they're picking. These young motherfuckers though, they just
listen. You know why? Because Jordan created playing 2K today. They don't have any concept of what Mike did.
Yeah, they didn't know. They weren't alive when Jordan was just a player on Nintendo 64 and Sega and Jordan. Right. I get that.
Yeah. When you can do the
reverse.
Right.
My question,
Mike was doing the jelly before it was jelly.
My question for you guys, food for thought, because the whole point of me being on here was compared to Michael and LeBron, who I think Michael is better. Would the dream team be the dream team if Michael Jordan wasn't on it? Think about that.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
No, we mean you know how they call it the dream team to this day? Would the dream team be called the dream team if everybody was on that player but Michael?
Yeah, I mean they still.
No.
They still would have smoked everybody.
No, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why, Mike. Now listen, Mike.
They weren't solely dependent on.
Hold on. They got scraped in the scrimmage game against Chris Webber, Bobby Hurley, whatever. When Michael wasn't playing.
Okay. Time out.
The next day they played that same scrimmage game. Michael played.
You talking about Americans? I'm talking about against. They wouldn't have won against other Americans. They would have won.
But you.
No, I know that. But I'm just saying, would you still call it?
Yeah. Listen,
would you still call it a dream team though?
Yes, and here's the facts. Here's the facts. One, you got to remember that those guys weren't used to playing with each other. You know what I mean? And they slept on those little kids. That's like if.
Oh, so you know about the story?
Yeah, that's like if we were racing our kids like, oh man.
So Michael wasn't playing that much the first game, and that's great.
Now,
all of them were all Hall of Fame players. So why do you need Michael for?
But now listen, if you take Mike out instead of the dream team,
why you need Michael for?
But listen, if you take Mike out instead of the dream team, because here's why: they never had professional players play for the Olympic team, and that's why it was a dream team. So it still would have been a dream team because
I don't think
so.
I think Michael.
They still would have beat everybody.
No, I agree with that. Oh, I agree. I'm not saying as far as I don't think it would have been called the dream team.
Because yes, they would have. Because check this, Mike. Check this. Because you take.
What do you think?
Listen.
Oh, you know what?
Listen. You take.
Mike, they would have replaced him with Isaiah Thomas.
That's what I'm about to say.
And I would. And
still would have been
Isaiah's what to Jordan.
He still would have added a piece.
At that point was still a remarkable
definitely. But nothing compared to MJ. That's why I'm saying they would not call it
MJ not a point.
I'm still salty that he wasn't on that team.
No, that's his own fault.
Yeah.
I mean, listen.
You can't try to pull lines.
He's still hating on Jordan now. Any shot he get, he hates on Jordan, and that's why I'm like, come on, Isaiah, stop. Because he's like, LeBron. Listen, he brings up some good points, but even I'm sitting back like, yeah, all right, nigga, stop playing.
Thomas, the real one, King Petty.
Because Joe Dumars was on that team. Listen, and this how petty they were. They said, we'll take Joe and we'll take your coach. We don't need you, motherfucker. That's how petty it was. He did himself.
Wait, they took who? Joe
Dumars. And they took his coach.
He wasn't on the Olympics for the Dream Team. It was just Rick.
Who?
It was just Rick. Check. But his name
I don't remember Joe.
Okay, no, I'm sorry.
They said They said after the Detroit Pistons, but we'll take the coach.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
But I'm saying, Mike, that's all I'm saying is the impact Michael Jordan had on any team.
But he was iconic though at that time.
Right.
Mike, you gotta remember, he was iconic. Like because
when LeBron played for the Olympics back in 03, 04, they got bronze.
Yeah, but he just came in the league, Mike.
I don't want. See, that's why I don't want to hear
Came
it. What happened if he would have won? What happened if he would have won gold? Then I'm like, oh, he would have won gold.
You can't compare Mike being in the league for 7 years to
And LeBron's
in
like
his first
6
year.
months.
Yeah, like that's
Why?
That's a little bit.
Why? Because if he would have guaranteed if he would have won the gold medal, it would have been a different story.
But you gotta understand.
So, and he's a man.
No,
once
but
you
you-
play, I think once you play any kind of professional.
See, Mike,
anytime
I was with you, Mike, until you just brought that up. Come on, Mike, man.
All I'm saying is D Wade is cooking right now in Miami.
Yeah,
This was 68-60, right? Or,
Free Kodak.
62.
free Kodak.
Man, free Kodak Black.
Yeah,
all right,
man.
listen, we got
Get these
boxing to talk
commercials.
about.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you got
Yeah.
commercials.
So yeah, we definitely gotta get a commercial. I don't know, we ain't doing a commercial today, but yeah though.
Thank you for having me on.
Nah, it's all good, man. Listen. Shouts out to our sponsor, Crusader Gear, man. You know, we guys definitely
True.
shouts out Crusader Gear, man. Yeah, it was definitely an intense show. I don't think we on WBLZ right now, but you know what? Shouts out
Cut
to
us
them.
off.
Well, yeah, it's 412.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
And
So-
we ain't giving no commercial.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, guys.
Play that Power Wash Your House commercial. Tom, I already know that's Tom. Doug Pressure Washing
Tom,
Painting.
why ain't you reminded us?
Doug, I'm Doug Peppernick from Peppernick Painting. We'll clean your house. Listen,
Are
man.
you crying?
Still crying in baseball?
Marbles! Marbles!
It's inside jokes.
yeah.
This is
No,
the-
but I love
These
that
were the
movie though. I love the
commercials,
League of
man.
Their Own.
yeah, that's the one of the.
I know.
commercials.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man, that was funny.
But
Yeah, you know, so like I said, man, what I want to do is I want to let Chris talk about boxing, and then I also want to cut, and then I want to do our top 5. You know what I mean? So, Mike, you're more than welcome
No,
to stay
that's
for
fair.
overtime, and you know if you want to, but we got boxing coming up tonight.
yes, we do.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we got
And that's
boxing coming up.
and this is sit back and I don't see a damn thing because I don't know my boxing like Chris or like my boy Tommy, man. So, Chris, can you tell us what's going on tonight? What's going on in the future?
Hold on.
It's
Chris,
a lot going on.
Chris ain't with me.
Well, listen, I mean, tonight is. I wouldn't necessarily call tonight a big night of boxing. It's a bunch of
Oh, yeah.
it's a bunch of B-level fighters fighting, but it's an exciting night of boxing because it's some of these B-level fighters are exciting and or are on the rise.
Yeah.
Jamel Charlo is fighting tonight. Everybody
wanna
has.
see
If
that.
you're a boxing fan, like a legit boxing fan, you think that he could be the heir apparent in the middleweight division to
Charlo
everybody.
sucks.
I don't think Canelo want that smoke. I don't think Triple G want that smoke. I don't think anybody want that smoke with Charlo. But as of right now, he a B-level fighter. So
Okay.
I can't. Give
But he's
him-
on the rise, though.
Oh, but he's definitely a prospect.
I remember you telling us about him a while ago.
And both of them, his other brother Jamal, he tonight. But both of the Charlo brothers, they're definitely the future of boxing. You got Javante Davis, aka Tank. He's fighting tonight. Floyd Mayweather said, "Yo, if he win, that they're gonna try to get a fight with him and Lomachenko." I think that's Lomachenko is an A-level fighter. And I think that's a bit premature, but you know,
Tank ready for that?
no, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. I've seen Tank Davis versus Lomachenko. It was Lomachenko versus Gary Russell Jr. It didn't work out good for Gary Russell. So I already know how that fight gonna play out. But that and then the main event, the marquee fight, Adrian Broner versus Jesse Vargas, and you know I just Adrian Broner has the potential to win. So does Jesse. I just don't think Adrian Broner is going to win. I just don't see it. He just is not. He's just not on that level. He's just not. And every time he tries to make a step up in the division, you know, he gets knocked down. So we'll see what happens with Adrian Broner and Jesse Vargas, and that's the big fight tonight. But I ain't even really want to talk about that.
What you want to talk about?
I ain't even really want to talk about that in the boxing world. The big news that we didn't get to break because not that we would have broke the story, but we didn't get to talk about it because I couldn't make it to the last show that you guys did, and then we didn't do a show last week. Is the whole Triple G Canelo fiasco?
Yeah, we gotta talk about what's going on with that.
Bang, bang.
That's what I really want to get into. Like I've said, Canelo is a fraud. He's always been a fraud.
Yes, you did.
Have I not? Have I been on that train? When we was doing shows
Chris,
out my
be bolder.
basement, when we was doing shows
Hold on, I'm
out
about to go
my
to Instagram
basement.
for this.
We was doing shows out my basement, and I'm doing recaps on Canelo, and I got his Mexican fan base coming for me on YouTube about how I'm hating.
Who's a fraud, Chris?
Huh?
Who's a fraud?
Canelo's a fraud. He's always been a fraud.
Be bolder.
I've always told you. I've always said that.
So-
I've stuck by that. And now, the chickens have come on the roost. And listen, everybody, we talked about it earlier. We talked about it when we first got some inklings of him testing negative for his positive. I'm sorry, for a drug test. Everybody knows that the meat is dirty in Mexico.
Oh,
And this is not no, because they fill what Mexicans do is they fill their we do it with humans with human growth hormones too. We just don't do it with what they do it with. They do it with clenbuterol. And everybody knows clenbuterol is on the list of banned substances that you cannot take. It's mighty convenient for you. To me, it gave them the out. It says, yo, listen, we can take clenbuterol. If we get caught, we could just say it's in the meat. Because everybody knows it's in the meat. We didn't mean to take it. We were just eating meat. We can't check every meat we eat. You can't? You can't. You are a professional fighter on a strict diet trying to make weight. You can't have your nutritionist, your cook, make sure that your meat comes from a different area so that you won't test for clenbuterol. That's mighty convenient. That's mighty convenient that the meat in Mexico that is known for clenbuterol, you so happen to get caught with when everybody knows it's
nice.
Everybody knows it's tainted meat. Everybody knows that. They tell NFL players, yo, if you go to vacation in Mexico, don't eat the meat.
Don't eat the meat.
Or if you're gonna eat the meat, that's your discretion. You know what could happen if you eat that meat and you test positive. We ain't giving you no pass. It was a bit to me.
Daryl, what up?
Everybody, I'm surprised. Max and Stephen A. They just giving them it's not that bad.
How Crazy said they can't take the steroids out the burrito.
Here's the thing, though. You're right. They can't. Don't eat the burrito, fam. Don't eat the burrito.
You better be a vegan.
Better for you. Go eat some salmon.
I got these sound effects for Chris, man. I got these sound effects for Chris because Chris straight shooting them. Chris is straight shooting them.
I couldn't understand how some of the hardcore boxing analysts, not all, but some, was like, man, maybe they just should have kept this under wraps so we can see the fight. Nah, man, corruption needs to be sought out. It needs to be sought out.
What are they doing though?
Well, he got a 6-month suspension, retroactive, so he would be available to fight in September if they wanted to, reschedule the fight, which they probably do. Which is why Triple G is fighting some cupcake on May 5th. That's all well and dandy, but to me also it just shows, I don't know if he wanted to fight Triple G again.
I don't think he did. That's
listen,
why
it's
I said
mighty
that after the
convenient,
first
yeah.
time.
Mighty convenient.
Hell no.
Mighty convenient.
What is it?
I'm
Draw?
gonna just take the words from one of the best dudes doing it in calling boxing right now, Paulie Malignaggi. He said in the interview,
Shout out to Paulie.
Right.
shout out to Paulie.
Paulie doing his thing.
He invited to the cookout. Paulie says, let me tell you something. If you just now thinking that Canelo is on something, you've been living under a rock, fam.
Are you dumb?
Basically, you got the Remy drop.
Nah, I'll try to get
need
it.
that.
Are you dumb?
Are you dumb?
Is exactly what Paulie said. He was like, "Come on, man." He was like, everybody that know anything about boxing knows that Canelo was doing something
And been on it.
Well, Chris called that a while ago.
Called it a while ago, but I was called a hater.
Hey yo,
Chris knows stuff. That boy good.
That's all I want.
real quick. We need Joe Budden to call up, right? Joe, this is why I need you to call up, yo.
Oh yeah, we know Triple G won that first
Because
fight.
nah. We need Joe Budden to call up because just like you just did the interview with your boys the other day, where you said how Takashi took over the Breakfast Club. Yo, we just got 6ix9ine, yo.
No, we didn't.
We got 6ix9ine.
Only thing he would do was
Boom,
screaming.
blood.
Only thing he was
Boom.
listen. He has a good point, but he was just screaming.
Yo, Quet was sitting over there. Yo, I'm too old for this shit.
Listen,
Yo, Chris, he's over here. Yo, I'm too old.
listen.
He's like, yo, where y'all OG at?
Yo,
No, yo, fair.
Yo,
yo,
Chris
listen,
J.
yo, because whenever somebody talk about Jordan, listen, respect Mike, man. I love him.
That was good.
But
that was good.
he had to get out what he had to say because he didn't want to forget. That's why he was like, yo, that. I was like, yo, listen, I'm not going to scream.
Nah, yo,
But then Chris has a good point.
Yo, you better
Chris
get
had
it
a real
out.
good point.
You better get it out here because we will overtalk you if you like. You gotta go.
Yes, you better.
Yo, here's the thing.
That means that he watched the
hold on.
show.
Like I said with Allen Iverson, if I pass you the ball, you don't want to shoot. I'm shooting.
Yeah.
I'm always cocked and loaded. I'm ready, baby.
Ninja, where?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I'm quit in Vegas.
On that note, thank you again for tuning in to another edition of
Boom! Wait, Chris. Omaha! Kill.
Green 80.
Green 80!
Listen, stay tuned for Don't Shoot the Messenger overtime.
Yo.
Listen, it's coming. We're going to do top 5 Gangsta Flex. Tom, we want you to send, because you've been, sending me your top 5, but we got it, Tom. So I'm going to hop off. We're going to get on. If you want to call in, Tom, I'm going to give you my number so you can call in.
Boom.
You know what I mean?
We're gonna get this.
You get that.
Boom,
Gangsta
blood.
movies.
Yes.
Boom.
So thanks again for tuning into another edition of Don't Shoot the Messenger. I want to thank our guest, Mike Nice, for being here. He had to go.
All right.
I'm your boy, Professional Sutton.
And I'm your boy Chris G.
And it's your boy, The Ruck Report. Cheers.
Peace out.
Boom.
Oh, man. Yeah, nigga stupid. Nigga stupid.